Hey, 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 hey. Good evening, my beautiful butterflies and fly guys. Listen, I've missed you guys. And look, I hope everyone is having a wonderful week. It's just starting off here on a Monday night. But I hope you're having a wonderful week thus far, and I hope you're ready to get into tonight's show. And so this evening, I want to get right into our conversation. So without further ado, I want you guys to do me a favor. I know it's late, and tell Lottie Dottie and everybody that HeSpoke Fashion is on live. And we'll be right back. Now, are you ready, AB? All right, let's get it. Hit it. Yeah. My man, let's get it. HeSpoke Fashion. All right. Again, thank you for joining us, and I'm glad that you have taken time out of your busy schedule to have this conversation. As I said in my opening monologue, I want to get right into our discussion. So as many of you may be aware, there was a catastrophic event that happened during the Sunday morning worship service at the Potter's House in Dallas, Texas, where Bishop T.D. Jakes is the pastor. Now, as we collectively pray for Bishop T.D. Jakes, and I'm serious about this, we're praying for his recovery following his recent medical scare. Now, it is essential to recognize that another significant event that took place during that same sermon. Now, I had the privilege of listening to this powerful message. It was indeed a powerful message while en route to my own church service on yesterday. But I had to disconnect before witnessing either the medical incident or this particular segment of the sermon. Now, throughout his address, Bishop T.D. Jakes presented numerous impactful insights. And if you know Bishop T.D. Jakes, you know that he is an anointed preacher. However, there was an even more profound moment that unfolded prior to his health scare. Now, I want to take a time out to extend my gratitude to Dr. Jamal Harrison Bryant for capturing and sharing this remarkable experience with us. Let's watch it, all right?
For your last fight may not give you the victory for this fight. I can feel you praying for me. I know. I know. That's why I'm hanging over in this corner. I can feel it pushing me in the back. I can feel it pushing me. I can feel it pushing me in my tongue, in my head. You gotta have somebody who will pray while you fight. That's what a good woman looks like. That's what a good woman looks like. That you don't have to take her temperature to know whether she got your back or not. I can feel you pushing me.
Wow. Listen, once again, we encounter a profoundly impactful message. And more importantly,
I feel you praying for me.
As you know, HeSpoke Fashion, this platform centers on the conversations influenced by fashion, including faith, family, relationships, and believe it or not, politics. Now, through extensive discussions and research, we have recognized that even in politics, that identity politics is a tangible reality, as evidenced by its considerable influence in this recent election, which shaped the selection of our political leaders. Now, this moment, guys, highlights a truth that I hope will resonate with young Black men seeking meaningful, and that's the key word, meaningful relationships. So I want to have this discussion tonight in a topic that I'm going to entitle, Bishop T.D. Jakes' medical scare proves Serita Jakes is an example for Black men. That's right. I didn't say Black women. I wanted to specifically say for Black men, an example for Black men. Now, if you know a young man in pursuit of a meaningful relationship, I encourage you No, I command you. No, I'm kidding. I encourage you to share this live session with him now or just tag him in it later, because it could provide valuable insights for his journey. And I know there are some mothers out there that love their sons and want the best for their sons. And if that's you, you should share this, because we're going to have a really good conversation about this. Now, so in this snippet from Sunday's sermon, T.D. Jakes articulates, he says, and I quote, "What was a weapon for your last fight may not grant you victory in this fight." Wow. Now, as he delivers this message, he walks toward his wife, Serita. And if you've attended his services before or viewed online, you have witnessed this dynamic multiple times. However, this occasion was different. He remarked, "I can feel you praying for me." Now, guys, while I do not wish to appear overly spiritual, I must admit that I felt a profound connection in that moment. If you have ever been in a situation where your spouse, your loved one is cheering you on and say to you that she's praying and you feel that powerful prayer connection, I'm telling you, it'll do something to you. It'll give you the strength to go on. Now, that's a question that many who are in relationships now and those who are looking to be in a relationship should ask. They should ask themselves. They should ask themselves this question: do you have a woman? Hear me close, guys. Do you have a woman who will pray for you while you face challenges? Or is she the one actively engaging in the fight? Now, this question is particularly pertinent in today's society, where faith seems to have diminished in importance within relationships. But guys, hear me close, man. Hear me close. If you seek someone who can uplift you during difficult times, one thing is for certain and two things are for sure: you need to have a praying woman by your side. I can't get no amens. Now, listen, if you believe me, I want you to type amen in the chat that you need a praying woman by your side. Now, I understand and I know how people do, and I know how specifically, I know how we do. So many may point to the recent rumors surrounding Bishop T.D. Jakes and his alleged interactions with P. Diddy. I know you're going to point to that, questioning the wisdom of his wife, Serita. Why? For remaining with him. Now, some might assert that they would never tolerate such a situation. I hear you. Yet I must emphasize that for many of those who feel this way and who think this way, the reality is that you may never find yourself in such a position because you may be unlikely to be chosen. Now, hear me out, guys. Now, I know that sounds harsh, but it requires a unique kind of woman to stand beside a man with purpose. That's right. So I want to specifically speak to my young black men, right? Young brothers, I want to speak to you. I want you to know that you possess a purpose. You have a purpose. And even if it has not yet been fully realized, embrace it when it does manifest. Because your ideal partner is someone who, while it may sound unconventional in this era that really champions women, your ideal partner is not seeking to lead you. That's right. But is willing to be led by you. Now, I understand that this perspective, I know I might be old school, it may be considered outdated, and many of you may assert that I am out of touch. I hear you. As a matter of fact, meet me in the chat. We'll talk about it. Listen, however, each individual is entitled to their own opinion. And I firmly believe that our departure from this mindset has contributed to the decline of marriages, and get this, guys, and a decline in the positive feelings even surrounding dating. You remember you used to be excited about going out on a date, but the positivity, the positive feeling surrounding dating within our community has diminished. Now, let me speak to my ladies. Ladies, I want to encourage you to reflect on a few questions. Question number one, how many girl trips can you take? That's question number one. Question number two is, how many Usher concerts can you attend? I know, hey, I know he performs very well, but how many? And then how many gifts can you buy for yourself during the holidays? See, I'm challenging you. I may make someone angry, but I'm challenging you right now. Lastly, how many single women will you permit to guide you on how to navigate your lives when you are seeking a relationship? They single. They don't even have anybody. What'd you say, Grogu? You say you on a dating app? Okay, we'll talk about that later. Listen. They're trying to tell you how to get something that they don't have. I don't know the logic in that. Maybe you can help me out. But you know what? Frequently, we find ourselves evaluating an outcome based on its initial stages, right? So what do I mean by this? We often overlook the value of our humble beginnings, allowing them to influence our perceptions of the final result, of how it's going to end. Now, this tendency can lead many women to abandon their relationships prematurely. Now, allow me to share a brief story. Story time music, AB. Let's get some story time music. So there was a college friend of mine. She was in a relationship with a guy who many would label, a bad boy. Now, during her time at college, or in college, he remained back at home, getting into various forms of trouble. I mean, the guy couldn't find a crime he didn't want to commit. But upon her return after graduation, she rekindled their relationship after several years apart. Now, this decision drew laughter from others, as she was a highly educated, professional woman, but she yet chose to be with someone they deemed unworthy. However, what they failed to recognize was that she was not only a well-educated woman, but also a devoted individual who could see potential where others could not. She believed that with the right encouragement and motivation, he could transform his life. And remarkably, guys, he did just that. They married, had children, and today, you will not believe, they are celebrating, get this, 25 years of marriage. I need a round of applause for that. Can I get a round of applause? 25 years. Now, guys, can this story be replicated for everyone? I cannot guarantee it will be, but one must remember that nothing ventured, nothing gained. All right. Now, many may assert that what I truly need is not a wife, but simply, and I know you guys, because I was once like this, you just need a good woman. You just need a good woman. However, being able to look in the rearview mirror now, I would argue that there is a significant distinction between the two. Now, while a good woman may share some qualities with a good wife, she often lacks one crucial element. You know what that is? Can I get some dot, dot, dot? That crucial element is partnership. Partnership. You see, a good wife actively seeks to support and uplift her husband, just as he strives to do the same for her. Now, those who find themselves in relationships with good women often face the challenge of feeling unsupported or uncertain about their partner's commitment. Now, I'm telling you, you guys just think that it happens to women, but I want to confirm with you and present to others that this happens to men where the women are no longer looking to commit. Now, why, fellas, would you endure that uncertainty when you can have the assurance that a wife, and get this, guys, because this is very important, will consistently have your back? That's right. See, a supportive wife is undoubtedly valuable, but a praying wife embodies an entirely different depth of partnership. Now, for a black man, and I want to speak to you specifically, having a spouse who prays for you can be profoundly meaningful and even transformative, particularly in light of the unique challenges. And I'm telling you, we have unique challenges that we face in this society. Now, in this context, I want you to hear me close, guys. Prayer becomes a potent expression of love, of support, and of spiritual collaboration. A praying wife can intercede on your behalf. I need an amen right there. Seeking divine guidance, protection, and strength to navigate life's obstacles, including, and this is very crucial because we know that there are a lot of systemic injustices and societal pressures that we face. Now, so those who are currently struggling to find their purpose, because I know even at an older age, a young man may still struggle to find his purpose. I heard a preacher say one time that there's two great things in life. One is when you're born. The secondly is when you find the reason why you were born. That's your purpose. But I want you to know that a praying wife can serve as a source of encouragement, empowering you to pursue your dreams and aspirations with renewed confidence and determination. Guys, show me a husband that's grappling with the burdens of life, and I can assure you that he likely lacks a praying wife. Now, while some observers may have perceived Bishop T.D. Jakes' situation as being bleak on Sunday, and I get that, but I contend that had it not been for his wife, and I'm not disqualifying the miracle that God did, but had it not been for his wife, the circumstances could have been even more challenging. Now, you know what? Social media platforms, including Instagram and oftentimes Facebook and all the others, often present various interpretations of what constitutes a good woman. You've seen them. You've seen women like this all over the place on Instagram and other social media platforms. However, I want to give you even better an example. The Bible offers the most profound example in Proverbs 31. You see, in the case of Bishop T.D. Jakes, Serita Jakes exemplifies the qualities of such a woman, serving as an inspiring model for all of us, not just black men, but black women as well. Listen, family. We have now come to the end of the show. And guys, I really appreciate you for continuing to rock with HeSpoke Fashion. I really enjoyed you all, and I hope that you enjoyed the show as well. Now listen, if you like this content, please do me a favor, hit the like button, and share this with someone else. Now, that's all I have for you tonight. I know you thought I was going to come down on Bishop T.D. Jakes, but I would like to see the light even in darkness. Well, that's all I have for you. I want you to have a good night, good fashion, and remember, HeSpoke Fashion to you. See you next time. Hope you'll be back to join us. All right? Leave your questions and comments, and remember, this is HeSpoke Fashion, and I really appreciate you all for watching. Please take time to follow us on Facebook. And if you really like this episode, what do you think? Leave your questions and comments. And remember, this is HeSpoke Fashion, and I really appreciate you all for watching. Please take time to follow us on Facebook. And if you really like this episode, what do you think? Leave your questions and comments. And remember, this is HeSpoke Fashion, and I really appreciate you all for watching.